Ladies and gentlemen, the Georgia High School Association and its member schools have made a commitment to promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at all GHSA sanction events. Profanity, degrading remarks, and intimidating actions directed at officials or competitors will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the event site. Spectators are not allowed to enter the competition area during warm-ups or while the contest is being conducted. Thank you for your cooperation in the promotion of good sportsmanship at tonight's event.
We're back. Roughly 4 minutes to go before the start of the girls' championship game of the Rome News Tribune Holiday Festival basketball tournament. We're going to get a quick word out from our sponsors. When we come back, I'll give you a few things to think about, chew about, right before the game starts.
Begin your future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Your college, your town, your future.
Welcome back. Of course, we have Model versus Darlington, the girls' Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament Championship. Darlington has not won the title. They've won 2 overall in the history of the tournament, have not won one since 1990. Model, well, doesn't have to look too far back for them. Model last won the title last year. How did they get here? Well, for Model last night, they took on Cartersville, beat them 46-32. Darlington all over Rome, 49-34. Notes about both of these teams: Model is one of the top 10, probably going to be one of the top 10, if not top 5 teams in Class AA this year. Last year, they made it to the 3rd round of the AA state tournament before falling to eventual state champion Lovett. As for the Tigers, they are also a team that could very easily be top 5, if not top 3 in the Class A private school division this year. Last season, Darlington advanced to the 3rd round of the Class A playoffs before falling to eventual state champion Wesleyan. Of note there, Wesleyan has won 7 of the last 10 state titles in whichever classification they play in. Wesleyan has moved up to AA this season and will be a roadblock for Model if they want to claim the AA state title. Enough about the state title. Let's talk about the gold ball tonight. Our probable starters for both teams on Model. These are probable starters. I believe these might be right. Could have some last-minute changes. You never know. Kaylee Aiken, Tamia Reynolds, Carly Aiken, Caroline Long, and Carla Clemens should be your starters. For Darlington, look for Bailey Brock, Maggie Beth Atha, Sarah Manning, Rachel Simon, and Tiara Stewart. As far as the game goes, this is the 2nd meeting between these 2 teams this season. Earlier this season, the Darlington Lady Tigers lost to Model in an overtime contest. We're out here at the Cage Center on the beautiful campus of Berry College. A whole bunch of people starting to fill the Cage Center. We have back-to-back championship games. Models, girls and boys, will be active in both. Model Darlington in the girls' game, set to tip at 7. Obviously, we're a little bit past that already. The boys' championship set to tip at 8:30. It'll probably be more like, my guess will be about 8:50, maybe even as late as 9 o'clock. That boys' championship game will be Model versus Cartersville. Right now, they're handing out a check to the Rome Boys and Girls Club. After they do that, we're going to get some starting lineups, and we will then get the 2012 Girls Championship game of the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament underway. I am your host, your play-by-play guy for the evening. My name is Jim Allred. I'm the new media director for the Rome News-Tribune, the host of Gridiron Central. Grew up in Rome, have been to far more Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament games than I can even recount. Have covered the tournament for 6 consecutive seasons. 3rd consecutive season that we have streamed the finals live.
Introducing at this time the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Model Lady Devils.
Model will be your visiting team, and the stands are starting to get a little lived up. Kaylee Aiken, starter.
Senior number 24, Tamia Reynolds.
As is Tamia Reynolds.
Senior number 25, Carly Aiken.
There's twin Carly Aiken.
6'1" senior number 33, Caroline Long.
Caroline Long.
At center, 6' senior number 35, Carla Clemens.
And Carla Clemens rounds out the starting 5 for Model. Of note, all 5 of them are seniors. All 5 of them have been playing together for a long time. Model is a very, very good basketball team, but take nothing away from the Lady Tigers, who are pretty darn good themselves. Bailey Brock is a starter, as is Maggie Beth Atha, the daughter of Darlington's football coach. Sarah Manning's also a starter, as is Rachel Simon. And Tiara Stewart rounds out the starting 5 for Darlington. This is going to be a very interesting game. Specifically for me, I look at, possibly for me, could be the battle in the paint between Carla Clemens and Tiara Stewart. You're going to have 2 very talented players there. I mean, lots of talent on this floor, lots of people with a lot of experience. Not a bad crowd at all for the finals, the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. The 3rd of 4 games we're bringing you tonight. Getting ready for the tip. And this one is about to get underway. And we're in the championship round, folks. Aiken with the ball up top, over to twin Aiken. Underneath. Shot doesn't fall first time. Clemens gets the rebound and falls on the second time. Model up 2-0. Clemens was able to get her own rebound off the missed shot. Bailey Brock here for the Tigers, over to Atha. Atha drives in and gets the basket to fall. Maggie Beth Atha had that happen to her quite a bit last night. Game tied at 2. Caroline Long with the ball right now. Tamia Reynolds bringing it up, out to Long. Up to Aiken. Aiken driving in. And underneath, Carla Clemens. If you get it in her hands, she's awfully tough to stop. Darlington's probably going to have to find a way to isolate her, double team her, whatever they can do to keep her from scoring if they want to have a chance to win this contest. Rachel Simon with the ball for the Tigers. Tries to go underneath. Carla Clemens, however, comes up with the turnover. Model has the ball, 4-2 lead with 6:40 left. Underneath, Caroline Long puts it in without a problem after the long pass. Model not having too many problems scoring early on. Atha with the ball for the Tigers, looking to distribute it. Goes to Stewart underneath. Double team by Clemens and Long. Stewart, however, gets the ball again, and again it bounces out. Aiken controls the rebound. Brings the ball up the court. Reynolds on the side, goes in. Stewart with the block. Model fans wanted a foul. Looked a lot of ball to me. No call by the refs. Atha with the ball. Brock drives out. It's a little bit of trouble. Reynolds almost comes up with the steal. Stewart underneath. Can't get the shot to fall. Long with the rebound. Back to Aiken, who brings the ball up. Model leads 6-2 with 5:42 left to play in the first quarter. Long range shot by Aiken goes long. Clemens gets fouled. It looks like that's going to be on Rachel Simon. That'll be the first foul of the contest, if so.
Personal foul charged to Darlington's number 21, Rachel
It is Rachel Simon.
And the team's first.
And Carla Clemens, who already has 2 baskets, goes to the line. First time to the charity stripe tonight. Misses the front end of 2. Clemens has 4 points. Model has 6, leads the Tigers 6-2, 5:36, very early in this game in the first quarter. Clemens looking for her second free throw. Doesn't draw a rim. Ball out of bounds to Darlington. Atha brings the ball up for the Tigers. Aiken guards her tightly. Atha trying to get the ball underneath. The ball will go back to the Tigers. I think Aiken touched it last. Atha will inbounds the ball underneath the Tigers' basket. Atha kind of throws the ball up for grabs. Long range jumper by Brock. That is a 3-point shot. Brock's first points of the night. Rachel Simon knocks the ball out of bounds. Back over to Model. Model with a 6-5 lead. Bailey Brock shows you can't leave me open or I'll bury that shot. Clemens with the ball back over to Aiken. Reynolds' shot doesn't fall. She grabs the rebound. Ball out to Model. Aiken will inbound the ball from underneath the basket. Clemens' shot doesn't fall. Stewart gets the rebound. Atha out and running. Darlington doesn't have the numbers, but Atha manages to draw the foul. That looks like that was possibly on Carla Clemens.
Personal foul charge to Model's number 35.
It most certainly is. That's the first foul on Model. Atha to the charity stripe. Chance to tie the game, and she does just that. Now with a chance to give the Tigers a lead. Score is tied 6-6, 4:49 left to play in the first quarter. Maggie Beth hits them both. That's a 7-6 lead for the Darlington Tigers now. Model with the ball. Aiken bringing the ball up front. Looking for Clemens down low. Misses on her first shot, gets the rebound. That hit the top. Ball fell out on a Darlington player. Goes back over to Model. Carly Aiken looking to inbound the pass to twin Kaylee Aiken up top. Kaylee Aiken's up top. Aiken back to Aiken. Reynolds on the side. Finding some pressure. Was trying to go inside, but Sarah Manning was right there. Carla Clemens just picked up her second personal foul, unless I'm badly mistaken. That was a tough early foul. That's something you did not want to see. If you're a Model fan, you didn't want to see Carla Clemens pick up her second foul of the game with only 4:16 left to play in the first quarter. And immediately, Coach Eccles has her on the bench, let her rest for a minute or two, calm her down just a little bit. Darlington now looking to extend their 1-point lead. Carla Clemens isn't in the game. It looks like Caroline Long might have grabbed a personal foul. Rachel Simon to the line after being fouled by Caroline Long. Nails the first one. That's an 8-6 lead for the Tigers. That is not good news for Model fans. Clemens, basically their best inside players are each picking up fouls quickly. Caroline Long with the rebound off the missed free throw. Darlington has a 2-point lead. Aiken to Reynolds, who misses. And Darlington's Sarah Manning corrals the rebound. Atha now looks to get it in, possibly to Stewart. Never mind, she's going to take it herself, but ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Model. Darlington will get it back. 3:39 left to play in the first quarter. Darlington holding an 8-6 lead. Atha to inbound the pass for the Tigers. Underneath, the ball doesn't fall. Long with the rebound for the Devils. Aiken's going to bring it up the floor. Aiken out to Sister Aiken. Inside to Amber Loving. Out to Caroline Long. Back out to Aiken. To Long. He passes up the shot attempt to Aiken. Who takes it from the free throw line. Misses. Sister grabs the rebound underneath to Caroline Long, who gets fouled by Rachel Simon, and that is Rachel Simon's second foul of the game. Not many fouls by either team, but that's each team now has a player with 2 fouls, and Caroline Long goes to the free throw line to shoot 2, nailing the first.
Coming in for the Lady Tigers, number 4, Kiara Evans, replacing Rachel Simon.
Kiara Evans comes in for the Tigers. Caroline Long shooting her second of 2. She did not get it. There's some arguments over which team had the ball, and it goes to Model. Reynolds out to Aiken. Aiken over to her twin. Long range shot doesn't, a little bit strong on that one. Darlington with the rebound. Evans moving the ball up. Brock back to Evans. Brock to Atha, who throws up the 3, just misses. Atha grabs her own rebound, tries to get the ball inside. Does, but the shot doesn't fall. Back to Atha, who drives inside. Was looking for a foul, did not get the call. Ball out of bounds on Darlington, over to Model. Okay, so it's Reynolds to Aiken. Reynolds bringing the ball up. Darlington's pressure D almost got the turnover. Model has numbers. Aiken misses the shot. Out of bounds off of Darlington. Model will get the ball again. Darlington with an 8-7 lead. Not much scoring in the last 2 minutes. There goes a foul right there. Maggie Beth Atha picks up a foul for the Tigers. That is going to send Amber Loving.
Foul on Darlington's number 5, Maggie Beth Atha, her first. 13 fouls.
At the line, Lovering misses them both. Darlington holds on to that 8-7 lead. Stewart for Darlington grabbed the rebound. Atha now with the ball, bringing it up for the Tigers. Darlington with the 1-point lead. Long-range jumper off the front of the basket. It's going to be off a Darlington player, I believe, over to Model, and that is the case. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. 8-7. Haven't had much scoring. In fact, I don't know anybody scored anything in the last 2 minutes. A lot of defense. Had a couple of, Carla Clemens picked up 2 fouls. Caroline Long picked up a foul. And Rachel Simon picked up 2 fouls for Darlington. The teams are a little worried about having them sit out too long. Also don't want them to pick up any cheap second or third foul. Long range jumper from Reynolds does not fall. Now back to Aiken. Long range jumper from Carly Aiken. Does not find the range, and ball's going to be over to Darlington. Reynolds tried to save it, but was unable to. 1:25 left to play in the first quarter. Darlington clinging to an 8-7 lead. Carla Clemens, who has 2 fouls on her in the game, is back in, checks back in for the Blue Devils. She also has 4 points for the Lady Blue Devils. Atha, who has 4 points for Darlington, takes the ball into Stewart. And there's a good chance Carla Clemens just picked up her 3rd personal foul. A minute 16 into the game. That's exactly what just happened. A terrible break for the model Lady Devils. Atha got the ball into Stewart, just like I'm sure Coach Embry wanted her to. Clemens tried to defend it, got too much hand, and Clemens, I'm not sure we'll see Clemens again in the first half with 3 fouls on her already. Stewart hits both free throws to give Darlington a 10-7 lead with 1:16 left to go in the first quarter. Tough break for the Lady Devils with Carla Clemens in serious foul trouble here early on. That's a player Model really can't be, you don't want to lose her, but Model's got plenty of other players as well. Block out front. Like Kiara Evans got a block on that one. Got a hand on that, swatted it back, but Model gets the ball back. Reynolds on top of the key. Driving in, swishes the basket. That is her first points of the night. Pulls Model to within 1, 10-9. Atha with the ball. Darlington leading 10-9 with 40 seconds left to go. Reynolds almost got the steal. That would have been 2 if she'd been able to get it. Down below us, Model High School football coach Gordon Bowers cheering on the Lady Devils. Darlington spreading the ball around, trying to find an open shot. Get the ball underneath. Turnover, Aiken gets the ball. It's 17 seconds left. See if Model pulls up to try to run a play real quick. Reynolds from outside. A little too strong on that play. Atha gets the rebound. There's 6 seconds left to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Shot's not going to come close. That's the end of the first quarter, folks. At the end of the first quarter, Darlington 10, Model 9. We're going to take a quick break to hear from our commercial sponsors. Definitely a lot of fans here tonight. Cheerleaders, both sides, fans. Darlington and Model both well represented here in the championship game. The girls bracket of the 2012 Holiday Festival basketball tournament. Remember, after this game, we'll have the boys championship game, which will feature Model again, this time against Cartersville. Cartersville going for its first ever gold ball trophy. Model won one, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, back in 1962. That is the boys. Of course, the girls have won numerous titles, including last year in this game. Right now, we head into the second quarter. Darlington will have the ball to start the second with a 10-9 lead. Of keynote, especially for Model fans, Carla Clemens, the great inside player, has 3 personal fouls already. I'm not so sure we'll even see her in the second quarter. Rachel Simon gets the ball back to Atha. Stewart's unable to get it. Simon puts the ball back up. Can't get it to fall. Simon gets the rebound, puts it up. Gets the rebound again. And then there's a jump ball. The alternating possession goes back over to Model. I don't think the Model fans were happy. I think they felt like Atha got away with a little extra shoulder push in there, but the refs did not feel the same way. In all defense of the referees, this is not exactly, it's a physical game. I mean, these are two very good defensive teams, very good offensive teams. They come to play and they leave it all on the court. They each want to win this tournament very badly. Reynolds from outside hits her second basket of the night. That puts the Lady Devils up 11-10 with 7:15 to play before halftime. Simon to Atha. Atha underneath, can't get it. Stewart the rebound and the putback. Darlington back up 20-12 to 11. 6:51 left to play in the second quarter. Aiken out top for the Model. Drives in, gets the ball to Caroline Long, turns around, nice shot by Long. That's her second basket from the floor tonight. Model retakes the lead 13-12, 6:32 left to play before halftime. Simon over to Brock. Brock to Stewart. Stewart looking to see if anybody's down low. Makes a move, takes a shot, and makes it. Her second from the floor tonight. That's a 14-13 lead for Darlington. 6:13 left to play. Aiken with the ball. Drives in, tries to get to Long, and passes a little too hot to handle. Out top, Aiken. A little short on that. I don't think there was a foul. I think they just called alternate. I think they basically just said the ball was out of bounds on Model. And Reynolds gets the steal, and she's and misses the basket. Oh, that has to hurt. That's tough. You got to feel for that when you have a point blank when you miss it. Simon pushing the ball up for the Tigers. Takes a shot and nails it. Rachel Simon getting the big shot for Darlington. 16-13 Tigers lead. 5:39 left to play before halftime. And they were trying to get the ball to Long. Stewart was there in between them. Actually, 3 players were there. I think Darlington knew they wanted to get the ball into Caroline to see if she could get another couple of points there. She has 5 points on the night so far. Simon up top, over to Brock. Aiken's pressuring Brock. Brock moves in, Long knocks into her. Stewart comes up with the ball, misses the shot. Scrum for the ball. It looks like we're having a jump ball. Alternating possession remains with the Tigers. 5:11 left to play. Darlington leads 16-13. Atha inbounding the ball underneath the basket for the Tigers. Atha goes into Stewart. Back to Atha. Feeds Manning underneath. Misses the shot. Aiken keeps the ball alive. To her twin. She keeps the ball alive. Model does not really have numbers. Aiken's running jumper doesn't make it. And the ball will go over to Darlington. I'm not so sure if Kaylee Aiken hadn't knocked into it, I'm not so sure it wouldn't have gone to Model. We have a timeout on the floor. With that timeout, we'll hear from our commercial sponsor. Welcome back. Here we are with 4:52 left before halftime. Darlington has a 16-13 lead and the ball. We'll mention this a few more times. Carla Clemens, a great inside post player for the Model Lady Blue Devils, has 3 fouls already. We may not see her again in the first half. Darlington going inside to Stewart. Caroline Long with a great defensive play right there. Stripped Stewart of the ball, blocked it, and gets a turnover. Aiken driving out to Reynolds. Reynolds going inside. Stewart all in her face, blocks the ball. Out of bounds, will remain Model possession. Aiken to inbound the ball from Model. Long right there. Misses the shot. Ball out of bounds, goes to Darlington. Tigers still hold a 16-13 lead with 4:17 left to play in the first half. Darlington trying to win their first gold ball championship since 1990. Model, of course, won the title last year. Stewart for the Tigers looking to drive in on Long. Long playing her tough. Brock back to Stewart. Stewart shoots over Long, misses. Aiken with the rebound. Bringing it up for the Devils, trying to go for Reynolds. Simon says, I'm going to knock it out of bounds. Rachel Simon knocks it out of bounds for the Tigers. Ball will remain in possession of the Blue Devils. They will inbound the ball. Carly Aiken to inbound. To Tamia Reynolds, over to Kaylee Aiken. Smith back to Long, back to Aiken. Over to Smith, who drives in, and gets the basket. Nice move by Mary Beth Smith, her first points of the night. Pulls Model to within one, 16-15. Darlington leads, 3:27 before halftime. Darlington with the ball. Tamia Reynolds swats it out of bounds. Ball maintains Tigers possession. Caroline Long swatted away. Tigers are going inside to Stewart. Long said, not so fast. I'm going to stop that. Reynolds with the shot. Not quite hard enough off the front of the rim. Simon with the rebound. Atha now with the ball, bringing it up for the Tigers. Simon walks before she takes a shot. I understand the Darlington fans are probably upset with that, but she definitely shuffled her feet before she took the shot on that one. Of course, it stinks because it would have gone in. Model ball trailing 16-15. Great save by Stewart. Out back to Maggie Beth Atha. Atha driving it up the scope floor. Just misses. Out of bounds. Back to Darlington. Caroline Long battling for the ball underneath. Knocked it out. Darlington maintains possession.
Back in for model number 20, Kaylee Fowler. She replaces Tamia Reynolds.
Atha with the ball underneath the basket. Inbound now for the Tigers. Great shot by Sarah Manning. Her first basket of the night gives Darlington a 3-point lead, 18-15 with 2:36 to play. Model bringing it up. Aiken goes back to her twin. Terrar Stewart, sometimes it's just mean. That was a nasty takeaway. Back to Maggie Beth Atha, bringing it up the floor. Simon trying to shoot, just missed that one. Model gets the rebound and looks like the foul as well. Mary Beth Smith battled for the rebound. And Sarah Manning picked up her first personal foul. We only have 4 team fouls on both sides so far this game. Not as many fouls as we saw last night between Darlington and Rome, where it was this side of a foul fest. Kaylee Aiken over to Carly Aiken, who pulls up, shoots, cannot get it to fall. Simon with the rebound. Darlington back with the basket, a 3-point lead, 18-15 with 1:56 remaining before halftime. Long-range shot coming right here. And Bailey Brock said, if you leave me open, I'll knock it down every time. 3-point shot from Bailey Brock, 6-point lead for Darlington Tigers, 1:41 left to play. Model with the ball, bringing it up, Caroline Long now. Back up to Carly Aiken, over to Kaylee Aiken. Carly Aiken with the long-range shot, just off the front of the rim. Atha with the rebound. Darlington has a 6-point lead, 1:20 left to play. Simon into Stewart and draws the foul. She couldn't get the shot, but she definitely drew the foul. We're going to have to wait and see. It looks like it's going to be on Mary Beth Smith. Model fans can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. They definitely didn't want to see Caroline Long pick up her second foul this early in the game. Tiara Stewart hits the front end of 2. Stewart going for the second end, the tail end of 2 free throws, and she gets them. Darlington 23, Model 15, 1:11 left to go before halftime. Aiken driving up the floor, long-range shot, does not draw iron, but Tamia Reynolds manages to get the rebound for the Devils. Aiken looking to drive, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. Stewart with the rebound. Getting a lot of pressure from Aiken. Kaylee Aiken there, and Darlington manages to get the ball up to Atha. Atha takes it, and that's going to be a charge on Atha. Atha underneath. Maggie Beth Atha picks up her second foul of the evening on the player control foul with 41 seconds before halftime. Model trails Darlington 23-15. Tough second foul right there to pick up for Maggie Beth right before halftime. Of course, Model fans have no sympathy there, considering Carla Clemens picked up her third foul a long time ago and has pretty much set out the entire second quarter. Ball back over to Model. 27 seconds left. Trailing by 8. Tamia Reynolds' shot does not go. Tiara Stewart gets the ball and looks like she was fouled. It's a non-shooting foul.
Fouls on Models number 24, Tamia Reynolds, her first.
Tamia Reynolds picks up the foul. That's the first on her. 18 seconds to go. Brock with the ball. Out to Simon. Simon back to Brock, who shoots the three off the rim. Stewart almost comes up with it, but it's a jump ball. Alternating possession goes over to Model with 6 seconds left to play before halftime. 5-4, 3. Tamia Reynolds is going to jack up a shot from midcourt. It's not going to come close. Darlington at the half leads Model 23-15. We'll take a quick break. In just a couple minutes, I'll have some numbers from the first half.
Begin your future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Your college, your town, your future.
Welcome back. It's halftime here. Your halftime score, Darlington 23, Model 15. As you see, we still got about just a little under 9 minutes to go before the start of the second half. Run some numbers real quick. Of course, these are unofficial statistics. I do a fairly decent job, but sometimes I miss a few things. For the Model Lady Blue Devils, Tamia Reynolds has 4 points. Mary Beth Smith has 2. Caroline Long has 5. Carla Clemens has 4. Caroline Long's leading scorer for the Blue Devils with the 5 points. For the Darlington Lady Tigers, Maggie Beth Atha has 4. Sarah Manning has 2. Rachel Simon has 3. Bailey Brock has 6. And Tiara Stewart with 8. Probably the key stat from the first half, other than the points, has to be the 3 fouls on Carla Clemens. She had 2 fouls real quick in the first quarter, set out most of the first quarter. Within the first minute and a half of the second quarter, she picked up her 3rd foul. She did not come back into the game. Obviously, Coach Eccles, believing intelligently and smartly wise, she doesn't want her to pick up a 4th foul and become a complete non-factor in this game. Watch for her to come back here in the second half. As far as anybody else with foul trouble, Maggie Beth Atha picked up her 2nd foul late in the first half. Rachel Simon for Darlington also has 2 fouls. That's pretty much all it. Clemens with the 3, those 2 with the 2. Mention your leading scorers at halftime. It's 23-15 Darlington. We're going to take a couple of minutes off. We'll be back in just a few minutes to talk key points before we start the second half.
Begin your future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Your college, your town, your future.
Welcome back. We got about a little under 3 minutes to go before the start of the second half. Of course, the score in the game, Darlington's leading 23-15. Big story in the game so far, of course, is almost who hasn't been playing in the game for Model. And, of course, that is Carla Clemens, key inside player for the Lato Blue Devils. Picked up her third foul within the first minute of the second quarter. Sally Eccles immediately choosing to go ahead and put her on the bench, not risking a fourth foul and making her a non-factor in this game. And on top of that, Darlington's playing well without Clemens in there fighting her. Tiara Stewart had quite a good first half, leading all scores with 8 points for the Darlington Lady Tigers. Bailey Brock hit a couple of big threes as well. That was pretty much it. The offense for Darlington. Darlington leading 23-15. Other key players, Caroline Long came in and played extremely well for Model, scoring 5 points. Tamia Reynolds had a couple of key baskets as well. Model had some good looks at baskets. They had several baskets that were just off the rim, just off the rim here or there, but of course you got to make those. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. This time I'm not so sure they did. Obviously they didn't. As far as the rest of the game goes, I mean, for Darlington, for the Lady Tigers, you know, they're probably the underdog in this game. I haven't won a gold ball since 1990. They would love to hoist that trophy at the end of the night, that's for sure. If they want to do that, they're going to have to keep doing what they're doing. You know, limit the inside touches, go back to Stewart. They're going to have to hit some key three-pointers. And if they obviously, they'll be surprised quickly in this game if Darlington doesn't go back inside to see if they can't get a fourth foul on Carla Clemens quickly. Model's a great basketball team. They just need to keep on doing what they're doing, get Clemens back in the game, keep her out of foul trouble, start working that inside out with her, let her and Caroline Long dominate underneath, see what happens. We'll see what happens as we're about to open the second half of play here in the first of two championship games, the third straight game we've been streaming from the Rome News-Tribune Holiday Festival basketball tournament here at Berry College, the beautiful Cage Center. 22 seconds left before the second half begins. I'd like to give a shout out to my cameraman Kevin Myrick, who's done a phenomenal job on camera tonight, as he always does. Of course, I'm Jim Allred, the host of Gridiron Central, new media director for the Rome News-Tribune. We're bringing the third straight year of live streaming coverage of the finals from the Holiday Festival basketball tournament. As we begin the second half, Darlington will inbound the ball. Rachel Simon and Maggie Beth Atha out there. Bailey Brock brings the ball up. Caroline Long defends. Brock is unable, Manning is unable to shoot over Clemens. Clemens gets the rebound. Obviously, Carla Clemens back in after sitting out almost the entire first half with foul trouble. Ball swatted out of bounds by Darlington's Rachel Simon. Model Tamia Reynolds back into Aiken. Both the Aiken sisters, Tamia Reynolds, Carla Clemens, and Caroline Long on the floor for the Model Lady Blue Devils. Clemens underneath does not get it to fall. Simon with the rebound. Back out to Atha. Atha to Brock. Brock looking in for Stewart. Stewart going up. Unable to get it. Manning gets the ball stripped by Reynolds. Reynolds coming up against Atha. Gets the ball, gets the basket, excuse me. That's her third basket of the night. Cutting the lead to 23-17. Tigers still have a lead with 6:43 left to play in the third quarter. Simon over to Brock. Back to Manning underneath. Trying to get it into Stewart. Looks like Stewart might have hurt her knee a little bit. Looks like she's okay. Bunch of fighting for the ball, but looks like Darlington hangs on to it. Looks like the ball actually on the pass went out of bounds. Model gets the ball back. Caroline Long underneath is unable to get the basket. Bailey Brock bringing the ball up for the Tigers. Over to Sarah Manning. And Carla Clemens just picked up her fourth personal foul. That is huge. Clemens remains in the game, however. Tamia Reynolds gets the outlet pass from Clemens, who gets... Reynolds gets hacked by Bailey Brock. She will go to the line to shoot. Carla Clemens is staying out there. Reynolds shooting two. Misses the front end of 2. Never mind. I was wrong about that. Carla Clemens goes back to the bench with her 4th personal foul. Tamia Reynolds going. Misses both of the free throws. Caroline Long almost gets the rebound. Darlington comes up with it, though, and it looks, nope. I thought they were going to call a foul. They did not. Instead, they called Sarah Manning for a travel. Model gets the ball back. Trailing 23-17 with 6:12 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Carly Aiken to inbound the pass. Ball knocked out of bounds, back over to Model. Aiken again to inbound the pass. Nope, looks like Reynolds will inbound the pass this time around. Kaylee Aiken up top. Looked to go to possibly Long. Shot was off. Reynolds with the rebound. Carly Aiken now with the ball. Drives in, and a charge call on Carly Aiken. Carly Aiken gets hit with the charge. Darlington with the ball now. Rachel Simon bringing the ball up. Tries to get it to Atha. A little miscommunication there. A pass goes out of bounds, 23-17. Tigers still lead Model. Model with the ball now, 5:49 left to play. Going to have a foul on somebody, but I'm not sure who. Maggie Beth Atha picks up her 3rd personal foul. So Atha now in foul trouble. Carly Aiken from outside going for 3. Can't get to fall. Reynolds with the rebound. And the putback can't get it to fall. Ball goes out of bounds. Remains Model possession. Carly Aiken will inbound the ball for the Blue Devils underneath the basket. Kaylee Aiken from outside. Passes up the shot. Drives. Caroline Long underneath. Tiara Stewart handles that one without too much of a problem. Caroline Long gets called for her 2nd personal foul. Model fans are upset, as is Sally Eccles, saying they did not feel like Caroline Long fouled, but the officials saw it otherwise. I'm just an outside bystander calling the game. Darlington with the ball now, 23-17 lead, 5:13 left to play in the game. Tiara Stewart underneath. Miss it. Sarah Manning, rebound with the putback. Darlington up 25-17. Darlington's defense starting to play tight. Tamia Reynolds, Model has numbers if they can take advantage of them over Tiara Stewart. Can't get to fall. Manning with the rebound out to Atha. Atha over to Brock. That would be a 3, but it does not hit. Atha misses. Reynolds with the rebound, the ball, and she's driving up the floor. Model does have numbers. Doesn't matter because Reynolds makes the shot. That's her 4th basket of the game. 25-19, the Tigers lead, 4:21 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Brock on the outside. Over to Manning. Back over to Brock. Simon goes underneath. Caroline Long went straight up, but it looks like she's going to be called for her 3rd personal foul. Caroline Long questioning the officials, and I can understand her frustration. The problem is you can't show up the officials, and that's when they start teeing you up. Rachel Simon trying to hit the tail end of 2, misses that one. Model with the ball. Kaylee Aiken bringing it up the court. Tamia Reynolds trying to drive inside. Gets the shot off, can't get it to fall. Tiara Stewart battles for the ball. Darlington comes up with it. Bailey Brock driving up. And that's going to be a player control foul on Brock and the Tigers. Model will get the goal going back the other way. Bailey Brock, her first personal of the game. 25-19, the Tigers lead. In that situation, you want to just pull the ball back out. Don't try to force it inside, because the worst thing you can do is commit a foul. Manning almost with the pick right there. Knocks the ball out of bounds, back over to the Lady Blue Devils. Kaylee Aiken driving up the court. Tries a left-hand jump shot, can't get it to fall. Tamia Reynolds manages to get her shot to fall, cutting Darlington's lead to 4, 25-21 with 3:15 left to play. Atha with the ball for Darlington over to Brock. Brock seeing if she can get open. Simon underneath is unable to control the ball, out of bounds over to Model. Remember, the key thing to remember right here, Model is playing without her two key inside players. Caroline Long has 3 fouls. Carla Clemens picked up her 4th within a minute and a half of the start of the third quarter. Rachel Simon with the steal. Couldn't convert the basket, however. Darlington has been unlucky under the basket, but you're going to get a travel call right there, and Darlington will get the ball back. With 2:43 left to play in the third quarter, the Tigers leading by 4, 25-21. Darlington has had a little bit of a drought here without any points. Definitely think Josh Embry is going to want his charges to see if they can't come away with points on this possession if all possible. Tiara Stewart underneath cannot get the basket to fall, but does get fouled. See who the foul is on. Mary Beth Smith picks up her 2nd personal foul. Tiara Stewart, who had 8 points in the first half, has not scored in the second until now. Hits the front end of 2. 2:33 left to play in the third quarter. Darlington with a 5-point lead. Make that 6-point lead thanks to Tiara Stewart. Model trailing by 6 points. 2:30 to play in the third quarter. Of course, to note, 2 of Model's key players, Caroline Long and Carla Clemens, are on the bench with foul trouble. Tamia Reynolds over, back out to Carly Aiken. Underneath. The basket does not fall. Manning grabs the rebound. Atha brings the ball up for the Tigers. See what the Tigers offense has this time. Last time they tried to get it into Stewart to see what could happen. This time Atha tries to take it herself and finds the roll off the front of the off the front of the rim. Her 2nd from the field tonight. She has 6 points as the Darlington Tigers extend their lead to 29-21 with 1:45 left to play in the third quarter. Carly Aiken driving inside. Gets the basket, no fouls anywhere. That's her first of the night. 29-23, the lead's cut to 6 with 1:30 left to play in the third quarter. Tiara Stewart drives in.
Tiara Stewart.
Getting the basket without too much of a problem. Taking the lead back up to 8 with 1:18 left to play in the third quarter. Get ready for a very interesting fourth quarter, as you'll see both Caroline Long and Carla Clemens back in this game to start the fourth. Carly Aiken pulls up, tries to shoot, can't get it. Jump ball, alternating possession, remains with the Blue Devils, trailing by 8 with 1:03 left to go in the third quarter. Carly Aiken to inbounds. Tamia Reynolds with the ball, drives inside, shoots. Gets the shot and the foul. Sarah Manning gets called for a blocking foul. Tamia Reynolds with a chance to complete a traditional 3-point play. He's unable to do that. Model gets the rebound, but Tiara Stewart comes up with the ball. Tamia Reynolds, however, ends up with the steal. Model has cut the lead to 31-25 with 46 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Darlington loses the ball out of bounds. Model down by 6. has a chance to cut this lead even further with 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Kaylee Aiken with the ball to Tamia Reynolds, who's had a hot hand all game, and that one's going to be a charge. The last one went their way. This time it didn't. Tamia Reynolds picks up her second foul, a player control foul. Game score 31-27. Darlington's lead, which has been as much as 9, is now down to 4. A scrum for the ball. It looks like Model was able to get a timeout there. We'll take a timeout with them. With 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter, Darlington leads 31-27. Welcome back. 20 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Darlington holds on to a 31-27 lead, but Model has the ball. Tigers just turned the ball over underneath, and it looks like Model just turned the ball right back over to Darlington. The Tigers are going to have a chance to hold for the last shot of the third quarter. 14 seconds left to go. They're going to have to get up the floor fairly quickly. Brock Simon has the ball now, bringing it up. 10 seconds left to go. Long range shot off the backboard doesn't go. 4 seconds left to go. Reynolds with the ball. It's knocked out of bounds, but it's going to be a Darlington ball with 1 second, basically 1 second left to go. Darlington's pretty much going to have to throw this ball up the minute they touch it. They're up by 4. Long range should not even close. That will end the third quarter. I don't think any of the fans are real happy with the officiating, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. At the end of the third quarter, Darlington leads 31-27. Welcome back. We head to the final quarter of play here in the girls' championship game of the 2012 edition of the Holiday Festival Basketball Tournament. Darlington Lady Tigers winning 31-27 at the moment. Again, you know, probably the talk of the game here is that Caroline Long and Carla Clemens, the key inside players for the Model Lady Blue Devils, have been on the bench for a good part of this game. Carla Clemens, I'm not so sure she's seen more than about 5 minutes of action at most. She has 4 fouls. Caroline Long, she has 3 fouls. Maggie Beth Ather for the Darlington Tigers has 3 fouls. Darlington, who has a 4-point lead, will inbounds the ball here. 8 minutes to go. Darlington with the chance to win their first gold ball trophy since 1990. Model, the defending champions, looking to win yet another gold ball trophy to add to their case. Looks like we got a 3-second call underneath. 3-second call on Darlington there. Model with the ball. Aiken over to Carly Aiken. Carly Aiken driving inside. Cannot get it to fall. Caroline Long with the rebound. Can't put the shot back. Tiara Stewart gets the rebound. Bailey Brock. The ball is going to let their teammates catch up. Maybe not. Now they are Simon up top over to Atha. Atha's probably going to look in, so never mind. Atha takes a shot. Tamia Reynolds with the rebound. Now in trouble, gets herself out of trouble pretty quickly. Aiken to Reynolds. Reynolds misses, gets her own rebound. Long with the rebound. And a jump ball there, alternating possession. Model will retain possession here with 6:57 left to play, down by 4 points. Tamia Reynolds just off the front of the basket. Bailey Brock has to sprint to catch it, manages to get there, and puts it in. Bailey Brock, who had two three-points in the first half, gets her first points of the second half. Darlington 33-27. Oh, Kaylee Aiken went coast to coast, couldn't get it. Tiara Stewart managed to wrestle the ball away. Maggie Beth Atha now with the ball. And that will be a charge at Maggie Beth Atha's fourth personal foul of the game. Player control foul. That's the second time Darlington has had numbers and has chosen to get the charge instead of backing it up and taking it out. It's going to come back to possibly bite them. 33-27. Atha with the steal here, but of course she doesn't really have numbers. Sweet move, though, and that was a nice basket for Atha right there, taking it to 35-27, an 8-point lead. Caroline Long underneath, a little bit too strong on that one. Atha again is going to slow it down a second here for Darlington. The Tigers have an 8-point lead, 5:46 left to play in the game. Bailey Brock on the outside, back to Atha, who launches the three. Off the front of the basket, out of bounds. Last touched by Darlington. Model gets the ball. 5:38 left to play. Lady Devils trailing by 8. Question is when will we see Carla Clemens come back in the game? She has 4 personal fouls. Nice play underneath by Tiara Stewart. And there's my question answered. Carla Clemens comes back into the game with 5:32 left to play. She has 4 fouls. Of course, Darlington's Maggie Beth Atha now has 4 fouls as well. Caroline Long underneath. Kaylee Aiken gets fouled. That looks like the foul will be on, I believe, Sarah Manning. That is her 3rd personal foul. Kaylee Aiken to the line, shooting 2. Aiken off the back of the rim on the first. Model still trails by 8. That one in and out as well. A scrum, and I can't tell who touched that one last. Ball goes back over to Model. Darlington touched it last. Tigers have an 8-point lead with 5:22 left to play in the contest. Carly Aiken underneath, looks to inbounds the pass to Carla Clemens. Tiara Stewart, however, comes up with the ball. Sarah Manning has it. Looks like they're going to call Tamia Reynolds for a foul. That will be her 3rd personal foul of the evening. And that will put Sarah Manning on the line. Should be shooting 1-1. She is. Manning will be shooting 1-1 for the Tigers, who have an 8-point lead. Misses the front end. Model grabs it, rebounds it. 5:13 left to play. Lady Devils down by 8, looking to bite into this Darlington lead just a little bit. Tamia Reynolds, who's had a great game, can't get that one to fall. Caroline Long, Tiara Stewart, very alert, grabs the ball. Jump ball possession, alternating possession, goes over to the Darlington Lady Tigers. 5:01 left to play. Darlington 8-point lead and the ball. Bailey Brock back to Simon. Model fans not real happy with the check. And the referee calls it over and back on Rachel Simon. Possession back to Model. 35-27 with 5:43 left to go. Model Lady Devils looking to possibly get some points here. Try to eat into this Darlington lead with less than 5 minutes to go in the game. Caroline Long has the ball underneath. and puts it down. Caroline Long, her first points of the second half, eats a little bit into that score. Darlington has a 6-point lead with 4:36 remaining to play in the game. Maggie Beth Atha out to Bailey Brock. Over to Simon. Back out to Brock. Simon to Brock. Inside to Atha, who was really calling for the ball. Over to Tiara Stewart, who loses the handle on the ball. Kaylee Aiken bringing it up court for Model. Kaylee says, I'll just take it myself, and she does just that. Her first points of the night cut the Darlington lead to 4 points with 4:03 left to play in the game. The Tigers, if they don't get a score on this possession, may seriously want to take a timeout because their 8-point lead is starting to dwindle. Atha almost loses the ball, manages to corral the handle. Underneath, Tiara Stewart. I'm not so sure which Model player. I'm guessing that's Caroline Long is going to get called, either Caroline or either way it's going to be. No, Tamia Reynolds picks up her fourth, and couldn't tell if it was Long or Reynolds who got it. Stewart hits the first of two. Caroline Long grabs the rebound. Model trailing by 5. Just missed Caroline. God bless. Are we doing it? Caroline Long picks up her 4th personal foul of the game. To the line shooting for Darlington, Sarah Manning. Manning hits the first of 2. With 3:24 left to play, the Tigers have a 6-point lead. Manning hits the second shot as well, extending their lead up to 7 points with 3:24 left to play in the contest. Aiken over to Reynolds. Out of bounds. Possession remains with Model. Aiken with the ball out to Carly Aiken. Thought she was going to shoot underneath to Carla Clemens, who gets her first basket of the second half and draws a foul at the same time. Sarah Manning from Darlington picks up her 4th personal foul. Carla Clemens from the free throw line, shooting 1. Misses. Tiara Stewart with the rebound. Darlington still with a 5-point lead with 3 minutes left to play. And we have a whole slew of foul trouble, so it's going to be a big question. The referees will probably play a huge role in how the end of this game ends. Maggie Beth Atha out top. Over to Sarah Manning. Back out to Simon. Loses the ball, remains with the Tigers. Maggie Beth Atha is going to inbounds the ball for the Tigers. Stolen by Kaylee Aiken. Model has numbers right here. Over to Tamia Reynolds, who is unable to get the ball to fall. Rachel Simon gets the rebound. Tiara Stewart all alone and misses the wide open shot. Ball remains Darlington's, however. 2:21 left to play. Darlington leading 38-33. We have just this side of a comedy of errors over the last minute and a half. Both teams missing shots that they never in a million years would have missed. We will take a short break as there's a timeout on the floor. Welcome back. The story right now, 2:21 remaining in the game. Darlington leads Model 38-33. We have foul trouble all across the board for both teams. For Model, Tamia Reynolds, Caroline Long, and Carla Clemens all have 4 fouls. For Darlington, Maggie Beth Atha and Sarah Manning have 4 fouls. Darlington has the 5-point lead. Possession arrow favors Model at this point. Darlington will have the ball. Atha will inbound from underneath their own basket, looking to try to extend this lead just a little bit. This is a tenuous lead, a 2-possession lead at most at the moment. Darlington would look to do this. Watch for them to possibly spread the floor a little bit. I don't know if Model's going to let them do that, but that's what Coach Josh Embry is hoping for here with Darlington. Manning gets the ball over to Brock. Brock over to Stewart. Stewart back to Atha. Atha, who's having a very good night for the Tigers, much like she did last night. There aren't any fouls called. Tamia Reynolds misses the basket on the breakaway. Atha continuing to be pressured by Kaylee Aiken. 1:33 left to go. And Kaylee Aiken finally fouls, a hard foul to the floor. Maggie Beth Atha will be going to the line.
Fouls on Models, Kaylee Aiken, her first.
Atha has hit 2 free throws already in the game. She has 8 points total in the game. That will remain at 8 points. Darlington nursing a 5-point lead, 1:31 remaining in the contest. Maggie Beth goes for the second one and misses it as well. Darlington still only leads by 5. 5-point lead, 1:25 left to go. Kaylee Aiken with the ball from Model. It's out to Tamia Reynolds, who's had the hot hand for the Devils all night. Carly Aiken for a long-range 3, nails it. That is now a 2-point lead. Darlington leads 38-36 with 1:09 left to play. Going to be very interesting to see what happens. Going to be a foul on
Models, Carly Aiken, her second.
Carly Aiken picks up her second foul. That's going to send Bailey Brock to the free throw line. Brock, who has 8 points, make that 9 points now on the evening. Darlington's lead back up to 3, 39-36. In and out on the second one. Clemens gets the rebound. 1:01, 1 minute left to play. Darlington has a 3-point lead. Model, the long-range shot by Kaylee Aiken doesn't fall. Tiara Stewart gets the rebound. And Carla Clemens picks up her 5th foul with 50 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Clemens has been in foul trouble since the opening minutes of the 2nd quarter. Hasn't been able to play very much at all for the Blue Devils. Tiara Stewart will be on the line for Darlington, trying to extend their 3-point lead. Tigers 50 seconds away from hoisting the gold ball for the first time since 1990. Remember, Model won the gold ball last year. They have a slew of gold ball trophies. The Darlington Lady Tigers only have 2. That might be 3 before the evening is over. Tiara Stewart hits the first of 2, extending the lead to 4 points with 50 seconds left to play. Tiara Stewart makes that one. 41-36 game. Model calls a timeout. We'll take one with them. Darlington leads 41-36, 50 seconds left to play in the championship game of the Rome News Tribune Holiday Tournament Basketball Tournament. Welcome back. There are 50 seconds remaining in the game. Here's the story right now. Darlington holds a 41-36 lead. Possession arrow in favor of Model. Model inside post player Carla Clemens fouled out moments ago with her 5th foul. Caroline Long has 4 fouls. Tamia Reynolds had 4 fouls for Model. For Darlington, Maggie Beth Atha has 4 fouls. Sarah Manning has 4 fouls. Model will have the ball, trailing by 5, in desperate needs of points here very quickly. Carly Aiken, who nailed a long-range 3 just a moment ago. Long-range 3 does not fall. Kayla Aiken gets the rebound, puts it back, cutting the lead to 3. 33 seconds left to go, and they get the steal. Carly Aiken from outside takes the 3. There's no foul. There's a foul underneath. Model wanted the foul on the 3-point shot. They did not get that foul underneath. There was a foul on Darlington. I'm not so sure. Tamia Reynolds gets the foul. That is her 5th foul of the game. She will foul out with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 points, the leading scorer for the Blue Devils in this game. Rachel Simon heading to the line for Darlington for a chance to extend their lead, currently 41-38. Big free throws right here. Missed the front end. If she misses this one, it's still just a 1-possession game with 24 seconds left to play. Huge, huge free throw right here for Darlington and Rachel Simon. That one went off of the glass. 4-point differential. Darlington's going to try to just keep Model. You know, they don't mind if Model scores. They're just not going to foul. And Model's going to have to shoot fast. 12 seconds, 11 seconds. Banks in the 3-point shot. Rachel McFry picks a perfect time to get her first points of the night. McFry, the sophomore, banks the 3-pointer home. There are 7 seconds left to go in the game. Darlington 42, Model 41. It's going to come down to this last second. We have a timeout on the floor right now. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water there. I've been talking nonstop, it seems like, for half an hour. 7.4 seconds left to play. Darlington will be attempting to inbound the pass. Model trails by 1 point. The Lady Blue Devils are obviously going to try to get the 5-second call. They're going to try to get a quick turnover. They're going to try to get something. Carly Aiken imploring the crowd to get on their feet. Darlington will inbounds from underneath Model's basket. 7.4 seconds left to play. Obviously, the 8:30 tip-off for the boys' game is not going to happen. It's already 8:31 according to my computer. Model, for some reason, didn't. I guess they decided they were just going to go for the foul. Carly Aiken picks up her 3rd foul. They did not have any pressure at all on that inbounds pass. I thought there'd be a lot more pressure there. I guess they're really hoping that Stewart misses one of these free throws. Stewart nails the front end. If she hits the next free throw, all Model could do is tie. There's only 5.3 seconds left on the clock. As long as there's no foul, all Model can do is tie. Carly Aiken from the parking lot off the front of the rim. The Darlington Lady Tigers have upset the Model Lady Blue Devils. That is the first Holiday Festival basketball tournament championship for the Darlington Lady Tigers since 1990. Wow, that came down to the final seconds right there. Model had a chance to win it. The shot, it was not a bad shot. It went right off the front of the rim. Very, very good game from both teams. Obviously, Model upset with the foul trouble. Darlington had foul trouble too. But when it was all said and done, Darlington was able to scrap and end up winning the game. We're going to take a quick break before the trophy presentation.
Begin your future at Georgia Northwestern Technical College. We offer degrees, diplomas, and certificates in over 200 programs of study. Choose a career in business, health, industrial, or public service. With the flexibility of day, evening, and online classes at any of our 5 campus locations, getting your education at GNTC has never been more convenient. There are many financial aid options available, including student loans. Apply now. Georgia Northwestern Technical College.
Welcome back. We'll have the trophy presentation in just a couple of minutes. We're also going to go courtside. Kevin Myrick is going to try to get an interview with Coach Josh Hembry of the Darlington Lady Tigers. Congratulations to the Darlington Lady Tigers, winning the first gold ball trophy for the Lady Tigers since 1990. I actually remember watching that team play. I was a senior at East Strom High that year. The Cedartown boys beat East Strom for the boys championship that year. Can't remember who Darlington beat, but that was a very good Darlington girls basketball team that year. Of course, this year too, both Darlington and Model are very good. Right now, Kevin's going to head down and catch Coach Embry.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, on the floor we have the award ceremony first. The presentation of the second place trophy goes to the Model Lady Devils.
Model High gets the trophy right there from Rome News Tribune sports editor Dave Dawson. Obviously, I think Model was really hoping to win it all. Don't look extremely happy there, but if you want to see happiness right here.
And the winners of the gold ball first place trophy, the Darlington Lady Tigers.
Yeah, that's hurting my ears. Hopefully it's not hurting the audience ears as much. Kevin Myrick is down there. He's going to try to get an interview with Coach Embry in just a moment.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, announcing the alternative team for this year's World News Tribune Seven Hills Rotary Club Holiday Festival. From Local High, Kennedy Robinson.
Announcing the all-area team.
And Nix. From Pembrose High, Jacretia Ware. From Cartersville High, Taylor Obi. From World High, Astrid Dupree. From Model, Caroline Long.
Go. Come on.
From Model, Tamia Reynolds. From Model, Carla Clemens. From Darlington, Bailey Brock. From Darlington, Maggie Beth Ava. And the festival most valuable player from Darlington, Tiara Stewart.
Hey, buddy. Hi, this is Kevin Myrick from the Rome News Tribune. I'm sitting here with Coach Josh Hembry. After an incredible win, Coach, talk to me a little bit about it.
It was an incredible win. Listen, we led from wire to wire, and the girls just never quit. You know, we didn't make any substitutions in the second half, so same 5 minutes of playing. Just did an incredible job of persevering. And, you know, we've had a lot of adversity in the last couple of weeks in our program. We had one of our starters tear ACL last Tuesday. We have one of our best players not here playing in a soccer tournament. We've had some sickness and things like that, and the girls just absolutely came out and showed what hard work and commitment can do, and I'm super proud of them. This thing's been a long time coming, I feel, for us.
All right, a couple of great players tonight, too, Maggie Beth and Brooke. Talk to me a little bit about their performance.
Yeah, did a great job. Maggie Beth handled the ball all night. She played point for us. We know that's not her position, but she stepped up this year and embraced that role and just done a heck of a job for us. She is a competitor, and I don't want the ball in anybody else's hands. She's done a great job.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. Congratulations.
That was Kevin Myrick working with Coach Josh Hembry, the Darlington Lady Tigers. Give you some final numbers now before we wrap up the girls' championship game. Leading scorers, or the scores, all scores on both sides for Model. Rachel McFry had 3 points. Kaylee Aiken had 4 points. Mary Beth Smith with 2 points. Carly Aiken with 5 points. Caroline Long with 7 points. Carla Clemens with 6. Tamia Reynolds led the Model Lady Blue Devils with 14 points. For the Darlington Lady Tigers, Bailey Brock had 9 points. Maggie Beth Atha had 8 points. Sarah Manning had 6 points. Rachel Simon had 4 points. And Tiara Stewart had 17 points. Of course, Stewart was named the MVP of the 2012 Holiday Festival basketball tournament. Very much deserved. Very, very good tournament for Stewart. Very, very good tournament for both the Model Lady Blue Devils and the Darlington Lady Tigers. Of course, the final score in that game, 44-41. We're roughly 13 minutes and change away from the start of the boys' championship game. It is 8:39, so it will be much closer to 9 o'clock than 8:30 for the start. We have a very interesting game between these two teams. And we'll be taking a break, and we'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes.